Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 23rd anniversary of the Outstanding 50 Asian Americans in Business Award Gala. My name is Sonali Patirana. I work for Bloomberg News, and I'm really happy to be here. I'm also a winner of the 2017 Outstanding 50.
Congratulations, Sonali. I didn't win an award, John. I didn't win an award yet. But I did win about 60 journalism awards, Peabody, Murrow, 5 Emmys, Lifetime Achievement from Asian American Journalists Association. So I do have some awards. But John, next year, if you want to give me an award, I'd be happy to accept it. So congratulations to our honorees. It's an exciting time for you, your family, friends, and colleagues. And we're all going to have a wonderful, fun evening. And it's really packed tonight. That's great. So much. Thank you very much for the support. Remember to take lots of photos so you can remember tonight. We're excited to be your Masters of Ceremonies, your MCs, for this prestigious event. And congratulations to all our honorees this evening.
Could we have a round of applause for our marvelous band, Paul Ramsey, and the accompanists? We've got some great guests here this evening. Let's please recognize Erica Moritsugu, Deputy Assistant to the President, and AA and NHPI Senior Liaison to the White House. Erica.
Stand up, Erica.
Stand up. Do we have the Consul General of India in New York, Binaya Srikanta Pradhan, in the house?
And also the Deputy Consul General, Shi Peng Li, Consul General of the People's Republic of China, here tonight. Please stand up. And also the Consul General from the Republic of Korea, Yu Won Kim. Are you here as well? Please stand up. Okay. And we were going to welcome Mayor Eric Adams. We don't see him. Apparently he's a little busy. He may not be very busy for long, but he's busy tonight. I'm friends with Eric. He would understand. He would laugh. Now, I would like to take a moment to introduce tonight's speaker, Erica Moritsugu. Please join me in giving Erica a round of applause as she makes her way up to the podium to deliver our greeting.
Aloha, y'all. Aloha. Yes. I'm Erica Moritsugu, Deputy Assistant to President Joe Biden and Senior Liaison to the Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander communities out of the White House Chief of Staff's office. This, my third year in a row addressing these folks, and it's actually quite quiet because I know food is here. So it's like amazing to like address a quiet room while I'm speaking, but you know, as somebody who's half Chinese, it's okay, I can yell over y'all. But I do want to express my sincerest appreciation to my dear friends, our hero, John Wang, and the whole team at the Asian American Business Development Center for organizing this amazing event here in New York City. And congratulations to our amazing awardees. Your contributions as entrepreneurs and business leaders are pivotal in addressing today's challenges, creating new opportunities, and steering our economy and our hopes forward. It is my absolute honor of a lifetime to do this work in the White House for the Asian American and Native Hawaiian and Pacific Islander communities, and to be here this evening to share a message from President Joe Biden. And these are his words. And John, I have a copy of the letter here to hand to you. These are in his words, it's dated for today. And he says, quote, I send my warmest greetings to everyone attending this year's Outstanding 50 Asian Americans in Business Gala and celebrating the Asian American Business Development Center's 30th anniversary. All of you gathered for this event represents a simple truth. There is no singular Asian American, Native Hawaiian, or Pacific Islander identity. It is the diversity of those cultures and the breadth of your achievements that have immeasurably enriched our country's character. That fundamental truth is reflected in the remarkable accomplishments and aspirations of countless Asian American and Native Hawaiian and Pacific Islander dreamers and doers, including each of you attending this year's gala. AAN and HPI entrepreneurs and business leaders and the organizations that support and mentor them, including the Asian American Business Development Center, truly remind us of the incredible things we can get done in this country when we work together. Hardworking people like you embody the very essence of America. You are the engines of our economy. You are the glue that holds our communities together. And you are a big part of the reason why I have never been more optimistic about the future of this great nation. As you gather with one another and celebrate this year's honorees, know that my administration, my entire administration, has your back. And this is signed Joseph Biden. Thank you. Now I'll present the letter on behalf of the President to our hero, John Wang.
Thank you.
Thank you, Erica, for the wonderful greeting and your support of the Asian American business community and by attending the gala tonight, this dinner this evening. And also thank you all for recognizing the importance of this event and for being here. Tonight, the Asian American Business Development Center is honoring a group of unique individuals who have in common a work ethic and determined spirit that has enabled them to not only thrive but to prevail in spite of diversity that often gets in the way. These people are the Asian American success story. Many of our honorees came to the U.S. with hopes and dreams of getting a better education, buying a home, getting a good job, or owning their own business. I know my parents came that way. Some are second and third generation, and some came within the last few years. You can read about their achievements in your dinner program. I don't need to tell you that hardworking Asian Americans are important contributors to the U.S. economy. Asian Americans can easily cross language and cultural borders to develop and grow businesses and contribute to what makes the U.S. a great country. That's why having tonight's award gala takes on such special significance.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to introduce you to the person who made this evening possible, John Wang. John established the Asian American Business Development Center in 1994, which means this year we celebrate 30 years. And back in 1994, his main focus was to help Asian American businesses enter and compete in the mainstream marketplace. On a day-to-day basis, he came into contact with people like you or myself who worked really hard, who achieved a lot, but weren't being seen and recognized at high-profile events like this. So, in 2001, he decided to start the first Outstanding 50 Asian Americans in Business Awards Gala.
Tonight, at this 23rd anniversary event, let me repeat that, 23rd anniversary event, the AABDC will have honored so far over 1,200 outstanding individuals, including all of you honorees here tonight. Over the past 30 years, AABDC has gained recognition as one of the most influential and respected organizations in the Asian American business community. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Mr. John Wang.
Well, thank you, Sonali and Tiwa. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have enjoyed this time of networking, conversation, and the celebration with your friends, family, and tonight's award winners. Okay. My name is John Wang. I am the founder and the president of the Asian American Business Development Center, also known as AABDC. The 2024 Gala Dinner is the 23rd time that we are celebrating 50 of the most talented professional entrepreneur and leader in business who also happen to be Asian Americans. As a bonus, this year's ceremony is extra special because AABDC is celebrating 30 years, is turning 30 years old. So our top award is called the Pinnacle. And this year we are also excited to have two honorees, John T.C. Lee, President and CEO of MKS Instruments, and Karthik Narayan, Group Chief Executive Technology, Accenture. We are pleased to induct them to our roster of distinguished Asian American leaders who have reached the apex of their industries. The Outstanding 50 Asian Americans in Business Award is our signature program and the most anticipated event each year. Of course, as Tiwa mentioned, we have honored 1,100 people up to date. I'm also pleased to tell you that this 2024 cohort is record-breaking. We have never gathered so many attendees before in our history of the award. So we're so well before tonight. And so it's a testament to the recognition that what we are doing, it will remain important to the AAPI community and to America's corporation. So please give yourself a hand. I founded AABDC in 1994 because I wanted to find a way to recognize Asian Americans for the value and contribution they bring to this country. I also want to provide resources for them to succeed as small businesses, global traders, corporate executives, young professionals, and women in the male-dominated industry. You can find out much more in our 30th anniversary journal, and I encourage you to look through it and share it with your network. So I'm immensely proud of our accomplishment in the past three decades. But tonight, I would like to focus on the future, our future, the future of our AAPI community, and the company they work at, businesses they build, and the organization they support. At this pivotal moment for AABDC, our 30th anniversary, I'm pleased to announce that during the meeting on September 9th, AABDC installed a new board of directors to provide guidance and governance for AABDC's strategic initiatives and to further our mission. So allow me to briefly just introduce you to them. They are Joyce Chen of JP Morgan Chase, Nindo Duda of Deloitte, David Reed, Rohan Thapa of Meta, Christy Wong of International Auto Source, and Scott Wong of Douglas Elliman. Thank you. So AABDC also wants to solidify its position as a leading force in promoting Asian American businesses. To ensure the longevity and the continued impact of these signature programs, AABDC is establishing an endowment fund. The Asian American Business Leadership Endowment Fund will provide sustainable funding for key initiatives like the Outstanding 50 Asian American in Business Award, the Young Professional Leadership Program, Project Rebuild for minority-owned small businesses, the Asian American Women's Series, and the Asian American Business Roundtable. I've been a long-time advocate for an Asian American Executive Council that will lead the drive to increase representation of AAPI to senior corporate leader position in C-suite and on the board seats. So perhaps this program will give us our future Pinnacle Award recipients. By securing long-term financial stability through the endowment fund, ABDC can focus on expanding its reach and influence without the constant pressure of annual fundraising. So you might wonder how you and your company can participate. So I encourage you to scan the QR code on your table, and that will take you to the website and to tell you what the purpose, objectives of the endowment fund. And then the corporation, of course, that contribute to the endowment fund can benefit from having a long-term commitment to inclusion of the AAPI professional community in their workforce. They will contribute to their employees' career development and tap into the community's global know-how that will help company grow and compete. Individuals who contribute can know that they are paying it forward for the next generations of Asian American professionals and small business owners, so helping us to invest in their success. We will share more information in the times ahead. So finally, I would like to thank our sponsor for their generous support for tonight's gala dinner. And you can see the banner on both sides of the stage who some of our sponsors are. I would also like to mention that the Crane's New York Business is our media sponsor for this year's Outstanding 50 Award. I also want to express my gratitude to members of the dinner committee who have done so much in making this event possible tonight. And they are Savio Chan of the U.S.-China Partners, Joyce Chen of J.P. Morgan Chase, Oliver Chan of T.D. Cohen, Charlotte Sherwood, the independent board member and advisor, Nagaraja Kumadevi of Devi Advisory Services, Jeff Lin of Admiration, Bob Nigrani of Hood Myopia Care, Kamesh Nagarajan of Morgan Stanley, Ann Ling O'Brien of Hedrick & Struggles, and Manish Parwani of Accenture. Please join us giving them a hand. Of course, many of you interacted with the ABDC team. Our event partners and the volunteers, they've done a tremendous job. So please, again, join me in a round of applause for all of them. Thank you. So finally, I just want to thank my wife, Lily, and my children, Christina and Scott. Their support and love for me and for ABDC mean the world to me. Thank you for listening, for participating, for being here tonight, and welcome again to your night. I hope you enjoy every moment of it. Thank you.
I want to tell you a quick story about Connie Chung, the TV anchor. Would you rather eat first or hear the story? Okay. Story first? Okay, real quick. So today, how many of you know who Connie Chung is? Okay. So today, Connie Chung released her memoir, and it's available for sale by Garden Publications. I interviewed her about her memoir, and I published an article on AsiaMnews.com. And one of the things, and this is connected to what John has started 30 years ago here, and that is that when I asked Connie what she remembers about her career, she said she remembers most of all the sexism and racism that she encountered in her 30-year career, and how she was told that she didn't belong in the news business, that she didn't know how to write, and she should quit and go somewhere else. And that even though she worked harder than anybody else I've ever seen in journalism, she remembers that Dan Rather, when she was named co-anchor of the CBS Evening News, said to her, "Oh, I guess you need to start reading a newspaper every day now." So when you have that kind of situation, that someone as famous and as rich as Connie Chung was, and even today is, an icon as a TV broadcaster, that she experienced all that sexism and racism, then you understand how important what John Wong has done tonight. Have a good dinner.
There's two housekeeping messages. One is please check out the QR code on your table. Please check out the QR code on your table. And the second is that earlier in John's remarks, when he talked about the new board members, I have a correction that Anindu Dutta is at EY. So apologies for that, but cheers. As you settle down, I really want you to think about who you're meeting tonight. Spend some time getting to know somebody new. Don't only talk to everybody you know. So it's time to present the awards, folks. We start with the pinnacle. This year, the Outstanding 50 Committee identified 2 top Pinnacle Award recipients who have reached the acme of their professional careers and are widely acknowledged as leaders in their industry. This year, on the occasion of the 23rd anniversary, we feature Pinnacle Award winners who exemplify excellence from C-suite level Asian Americans.
To make the awards event more special, one of tonight's sponsors, Diageo, will present a special, personalized bottle of one of their top brands, the Johnnie Walker Blue Label brand of Scotch whiskey. Wait. That's actually my favorite, although I don't drink anymore. It used to be. Johnnie Walker Blue. To tonight's Pinnacle awardees on the stage, Lauren LaChance, the brand manager of Johnnie Walker, will present the rare and exclusive brand of Blue Label. First, let's warmly welcome Lauren LaChance to the stage to share a few remarks with us this evening. Do I get to drink this? No, I'm sorry. Okay.
It used to be your favorite. Still should be your favorite.
I don't drink anymore.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hello and good evening. My name is Lauren LaChance from Johnnie Walker Scotch Whiskey brand at Diageo North America. It's a true honor to join you this evening in celebrating AABDC's 30th anniversary at tonight's 23rd Outstanding 50 Asian American Awards event. As a proud partner of this incredible organization for over 10 years, Diageo and Johnnie Walker recognize the invaluable impact of Asian luminaries who have broken barriers, inspired innovation, and transformed industries worldwide. At Diageo, we are committed to fostering diversity, inclusion, empowerment. It's our belief that by celebrating achievements and contributions of Asian leaders, we not only honor their individual legacy, but also uplift the entire community. Johnnie Walker's commitment to the AAPI community shines through our annual Johnnie Walker Blue Label Lunar New Year bottle, which this year is celebrating 13 years of our limited edition release this November, made in collaboration with prominent artist James Jean. And we also partner with influential charities such as this one tonight and other cultural organizations that enable progress in our community each and every day. I want to thank and congratulate John Wang for his continued leadership, and to all of today's honorees this evening, including our very own Taki Nato from Diageo. Your work inspires us all, and we look forward to continuing this journey of progress and success together. Thank you.
My name is Stephen Sang. I'm a partner at Deloitte, based here in New York. I have the honor and pleasure of working with our honorees company very closely in the past few years. So Dr. Lee's colleagues from MKS are all here with him, including his daughter, Catherine. And I want to give you a very brief introduction of Dr. Lee. So Dr. Lee served as the CEO of MKS Instruments since January 2020. Dr. Lee joined MKS in 2007 and has held a number of senior senior leadership positions, including president, chief operating officer, senior vice president, and various leadership roles. Prior to joining MKS, Dr. Lee held senior management roles at Applied Materials from 2002 to 2007. Prior to Applied Materials, Dr. Lee served from 1997 until 2002 at Lucent Technologies. From 1991 until 1997, he was a member of the technical staff at Plasma Processing Research Group within Bell Labs. He has served on the MKS board of directors since 2020, and then on the board of directors for Cognex Corporation since 2022. He also served as a chair of the executive committee of the board of directors of the Massachusetts High Technology Council since 2023 and has been a member since 2021. Dr. Lee holds an MS from Princeton University and then both an MS CEP and a PhD from MIT, all in chemical engineering. This week is actually all about bragging rights for me, especially for my parents who came from Taiwan. Earlier this week, had a chance to meet with U.S. Trade Representative Catherine Tai. I'm very honored that we have Dr. Lee, who actually originally came from Taiwan, and had the honor of introducing him. Again, in Dr. Lee's word, MKS actually enables technology that focus on transforming the whole world. Chances are you have touched or own a product that has been made possible by MKS's technology. We're extremely proud that a fellow Asian American is at the helm of this very amazing company. So with that, Dr. Lee, congratulations.
Thank you, Stephen, and the AABDC for the Pinnacle Award. It's truly an honor and a privilege to be here tonight with all of you, and with my co-awardee, Karthik Narayan from Accenture. I would also like to congratulate John Wang for having the vision to form AABDC, and more importantly, the perseverance to bring it to the prominence it has received today after 30 years. So let's give John a great round of applause. Thank you, John. So I promise to keep this short. So achieving success in one's life and career is really only possible because of the people that made that journey possible. So from a professional standpoint, I've had many mentors and peers who were crucial to my success. But family has been one of the most important ingredients, and I think that's probably true for many of us. Without a doubt, my wife, Shauna Yen, has been my biggest supporter, my confidant, and my life partner as we navigate the challenges of a dual career and raising 4 wonderful children. One of whom is here today. Catherine is over there. Unfortunately, Ryan and Anna and Mary Beth are all at school. So I was born in a small town in Taiwan where the idea of running water was you ran to the pump, then you move the arm up and down. That's how you got running water, right? So in the span of my lifetime, I've been privileged to journey from this very third world environment to the pinnacle of what mankind has to offer today, which is, of course, a black tie event in New York City with all you fine people. Right? My story follows the quintessential Asian American path that many of you have also taken. The first generation, like my parents, are defined as those who were born in a foreign country that came to the United States as adults. They were often the best and the brightest. They were often the ones who wanted more for themselves and their children. And they were often the ones who were able to adapt the best. And like many first-generation immigrants, my father was the first in his very extended family to go to college, and also the first to get a PhD. The second generation are defined as those who were born in the U.S. to that first generation. And they often exemplify the high expectations put upon them by the first generation. And without a doubt, they've really done that really well. So not only has the second generation added critical accomplishments as doctors and engineers, which were the allowed professions when I was growing up, but now they actually are lawyers and writers and entrepreneurs and innovators, government leaders, as well as, of course, business leaders. But there is another experience that my daughter Anna pointed out to me that's between the first generation and the second generation, and that's the 1.5 generation. And this is defined as people who were born in a different country, but moved here as children. And like I was when I was 5. Many of us straddled 2 cultures. We weren't sure which culture we belonged to, and more importantly, we weren't sure if either culture really welcomed us fully. So some of us chose to identify with the mother country culture. Some of us chose to be more American than the Americans, especially if you grew up in middle America like I did. My bad Chinese was always looked upon as, with shock and disappointment and maybe some unkind labels. My Asian features don't fit Central Casting's view of an American corporate leader. So how could I possibly lead Americans? Right? So although it was uncomfortable to be a minority within a minority, I eventually embraced the fact that the 1.5 generation experience is unique. And while it might have been more difficult to be excluded by the majority and the minority, I found that in the end, I appreciated that these experiences were really how I learned to really appreciate my teachers, my mentors, my best supporters who came from these same groups. And most importantly, I learned how their support motivated me, empowered me, and made me want to emulate that behavior. That's why I believe one of the most essential leadership characteristics of any leader of any organization is to broaden the tent, the I in DE&I, inclusion. In other words, make that tent bigger for everyone. It's very simple. When we feel welcomed for who we are, we give more. We go that extra mile. Our teams make better decisions because all the different viewpoints are welcomed. And when done correctly, I've seen this lead to incredible business success. The company I lead, MKS Instruments, gave me that opportunity to succeed based on capability matched with what the company needed at the time. MKS operated, when I thought about it, operated on a principle of equal opportunity, fairness, and welcoming new people and new ideas long before it became fashionable. So when I joined MKS 15 years ago, we were $700 million in revenue, 1,800 people. Today, we're $3.5 billion with 10,000 people, located, more importantly, globally distributed, evenly. So while MKS may not be a household word, one of the things that's important about MKS is that we are one of the most foundational technology providers that enable the entire electronics industry. So you may not have heard about MKS until this today, but you probably heard about AI, artificial intelligence, and all the great things AI enables us to do, like develop drugs, like write computer code, or like write acceptance speeches for Pinnacle Awards. AI is made possible because of the incredible computational capability is now affordable. And that requires 2 things, semiconductor chips that get better and better, and the ability to connect these chips together. MKS products are in 85% of every piece of equipment needed to make every chip in the world today. 85%. In addition, MKS addresses 70% of every step needed to make all the interconnecting packages that allow these chips to talk to each other. No other company in the world has that breadth of solutions. There's a bunch of MKS folks here. I want to thank them, call them out, and congratulate them, as well as all employees of MKS, past and future, and present, for this awesome accomplishment. So, it's a privilege and honor to accept this award on behalf of all those who helped me on my journey. Let's make the tent bigger and more inclusive. I believe it is the most crucial attribute to the long-term success of any organization, as well as the long-term success of the country we all now call home. Thank you very much.
Good evening. My name is Manish Panjwani, Senior Managing Director with Accenture, and couldn't be more excited to be here. While I have the honor of introducing our next Pinnacle winner, I did want to cover two things up front. One, when I was told I'm going to introduce him, I quickly took to writing a 5-page speech. And then I was told that I have exactly 3 minutes. So here's what I'm going to do first, guys. All the 50 awardees that are being recognized today, if you all can just stand up, show of hands, I want you guys recognized. Now, in 2021, when I was awarded the same honor, one of my mentors told me, this is a big deal. This year, I had the privilege of serving on the awards committee. Let me tell you guys, this is a big deal. The second thing I want to get out of the way is a one-man, John Wong, 30 years of service to the community and all that he's done for us to be here to enjoy evenings like this. Thank you, John. Now, I'm not going to read the bio of Karthik. You all can do that on Google. You all can look at LinkedIn, etc. What I do want to highlight is just 3 simple things of why I believe he's a Pinnacle Award recipient today. The first thing that I've noticed about Karthik, one, he's wicked smart. But then, we're in a room full of about 1,200 Asians. Yeah, no biggie. Second thing that I combine that with is actually he brings his authentic self to work every day. Now think about many of us who've been around in this industry for over 30 years. Bringing your authentic self to work and setting that as an example for others to follow is also a big deal. But a number of us do that too, which brings me to the third and the final point that combines all 3 of the things that make him a Pinnacle awardee today. When John called me and John called, said, hey, we got to call Karthik, tell him he's getting this award, and he got the call from us, he was super excited, and I said, hey Karthik, who are we going to invite? We got to invite, obviously your family, we got to invite some CEOs and stuff, and Karthik went, Annie, I like to keep it low-key. And that speaks to the humility of the man that we are about to hear from today. So please join me in welcoming Karthik Narayan to the stage. Thank you.
Wow. Good evening, everybody, and thank you for such a warm welcome. Firstly, I'm so excited and delighted to be amongst the 50 outstanding Asian Americans in business. This is such an honor. Thank you. And I'm also deeply honored to be receiving the Pinnacle Award from the center tonight. I'm so inspired and grateful to everything that the center has done, and the leadership here has brought for 30 years, believing, today thinking about the impact of Asian Americans in business in this country is not a new thing. But thinking about this 30 years ago, I commend the leadership and vision and pioneering efforts that the center has done. Thank you so much for doing this for all of us and the future to come here. As I stand here and I'm reflecting about my career and all the experiences and opportunities that I've got that has shaped me to where I am, I'm truly humbled by all of that. My American dream began when I when I finished my undergrad in India and I wanted to do my master's in the United States. But unfortunately, I could not pursue that dream because of a small accident, which made me continue my master's in India. But since then, I've believed the formal education system here in the United States to be a single most important differentiator for the country and has brought so many of us to this place and have brought success to all of us. But as all of you will agree wholeheartedly, there are multiple paths to succeed in the United States. And I'm thankful that I was able to come to this country professionally. And I also am so grateful for all the opportunities that I had over the last 25 years in America that has shaped my experiences, my opinions, and my vision. Starting from being an engineering manager and an engagement manager in the financial services industry, solving a very complex problem called rights of accumulation, which was an industry problem in Minnesota, to going and building a consulting practice in the software platform and high-tech segment in Silicon Valley, to the amazing platform that Accenture gave me to first run their technology practice for communications, media, and high-tech business, to running the technology business for Accenture in North America, to launching the cloud practice for Accenture and creating their strategy in AI for the future, and now to being appointed the Chief Technology Officer and the Group CEO for their technology business. If you listen to this story, all of you would be wondering, there is absolutely nothing unique about this for an Asian American. Most of us have had a very similar career and our past. But in itself, that makes it so unique that so many of us have had a stereotype career, and so many of us are so successful, and all of you are sitting here. That shows that there are three unique things here. Number one, we are in a place that is so receptive to talents like us. And number two, anybody that demonstrates the ambition and vision can succeed, and if they put in the effort, we could be leading this generation and next here in this country. So I want to thank the opportunity that America gives all of us who come from different parts of the world, whether this generation or the previous. At Accenture, we say that our purpose is to deliver on the promise of technology and human ingenuity. Anybody who interacts with Accenture will experience the power of technology and transformation, but the importance of diversity in leadership and innovation cannot be overstated. Asian Americans are in the forefront of innovation and competition among industries. They not only contribute significantly, but they are leading what is going to be the most important capability, not just for the United States, but for the rest of the world, which is technology-led differentiation and innovation, and making technology to create inclusive work environments. At Accenture, we are committed for our people to thrive, and all people, that includes advancing inclusion and diversity for people with different races and ethnicities, persons with disability, the LGBTIQ community, people from different cultures, people with different religious and faith-based traditions, and people from different age and social groups. And this commitment starts right at the top with our chair and CEO, our board of directors, and our global management committee, and the 10,000 managing directors that we have. Our leadership essentials expects everybody to offer with and operate with commitment to inclusion, diversity, and bringing success to everybody. Tonight, we celebrate these contributions and our commitment to fostering an environment where diversity is not just encouraged, but embraced as a fundamental pillar for success. As I accept this award tonight, I'm incredibly proud of the 750,000 colleagues of Accenture that are contributing to this cause every day, big and small. I also want to take a moment to thank the numerous clients, many of whom are here, and so many that are working with us worldwide, not just to make their business better, but to make our communities a better place. And that is going to be with the pillar of inclusion, diversity across everything that we do. I also want to take a moment to especially thank a very special person, which is my wife, Akila, who's joined me here. Without whom I would not be even half the person that I am. She not only has supported me and my family personally, but she actually kick-started my career as my first boss when I was an intern working under her. That small accident that prevented me from coming to the United States to do masters was absolutely worth it. She's an outstanding professional in her own right, and I admire her as a leader. Thank you, Akila. And to the rest of my family, I want to remember and thank my late in-laws, my parents, my sister, our two children, Ria and Rishabh, and my lifelong friends, many of whom are here and many of whom are in India. To all the unwavering support that they have provided, that has been my anchor and inspiration. I want to thank you all once again, and this has been a tremendous honor.
Let's give one more round of applause to the 2024 Outstanding 50 Pinnacle Awardees, John Lee and Karthik Naran. I just want to make a little observation. So both of our Pinnacle Awardees are immigrants. And as a son of immigrants, I know how hard my family had to work when they came here to America, to New York City. I was born here. It was a lot easier for me. Not that easy, because my name's Tiwa Chang. I never changed it to anything else. But, you know, I might point out to some people running for president and vice president, immigrants bring a lot to this country. And because I know John would not want me to be partisan, I might just point out that Ronald Reagan's final speech as President of the United States, the most popular Republican president of the last 50 years, his final speech was talking about the power of immigration. Ronald Reagan's last speech was that what makes America great is that we allow people from all over the world to come here and excel. If you think about that, Republican Ronald Reagan's final speech as president was all about what makes America great is immigrants. And I think that's something that we should point out. And I would like to add to that, on that point, how many people here are registered to vote? Raise your hand. If you're not registered to vote and you're a U.S. citizen, shame on you. Because whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, both sides agree the next election for president will determine what happens in this country. Both sides agree democracy is at stake. So now let me shut up. I guess I needed a soapbox. You know where soapbox comes from? Union Square. They used to stand on soapboxes to speak.
Ladies and gentlemen, the recipients of the 2024 Outstanding 50 Asian Americans in Business Awards are Rohan Amin from JP Morgan Chase, Baiju Arora from Aurora Capital LLC, Ritu Esbaral from TD Cohen, Ritik Chakrabarti from Houlihan Lokey, Alan Chen from Fanatics Collectibles, Amy Chu from Addition Wealth, Roy Chaudhry from BCG, Nelson Chu from Percent, Joseph Curtin from Bank of America, Seema Datta from Nomura Securities International,
Sastry Dravasula from TIAA, Mark F. Hung Erickson from BlackRock, Omer Gajiao from Albertsons Companies, Julian Ha from Hedrick and Struggles, Tammy Hinault from NBA, James Huang from RESAAS Commercial, Paul Jung from Bellagio, Etum Vinod K. Kakshru from Innovio Incorporated, Unnisa Kamadoli Kasa from Rivian, Somalia Ashra Khan from UBS Asset Management,
Michelle Ku Hayashi from Transformation Production LLC, Kenny Lam from Blue Ocean Property Group, John Weon Lee from Defense Health Agency, Shu Lee from Renda, Hua Bin Lin from 72 Steel Group, Annie Liu from Global Fertility and Genetics, Yang Liu from Tapestry Inc., Amanda Y. Ma from Innovate Marketing Group, Betty G. Ma from Citi, Jyoti Menon from Bread Financial,
Naihiro Mauri from AIG, Geetha Murali from Room to Read, Takosuke Naito from Diageo, Monisha Nariani from US Bank, Chirag Patel from Vertex Incorporated, Laura Peterson from Accenture, Dev Pragad from Newsweek, Vamshi K. Reddy from Tupotech, Hina Shamshi from Morgan Stanley, Raj Sharma from EY,
Ruth Sun from IBM Corporation, George Bello Cecip from Bloomberg, Ryan Dancy Tao from Colgate Palmolive, Pam Tomsic from Target Corporation, Jessica Tu from CJ Net Inc., Vienna Wong from Chobani, James David Wong from Consolidated Edison Company of New York, Faye Wen Gooding from Pfizer, and Isis Wu from KID.
What a distinguished group. Congratulations. How about a big round of applause for all the award winners? Okay, I was just kidding about the prize for the loudest group. Sorry about that. But I will note, the loudest people were Fanatics Collectibles, Bank of America, Hedrick and Struggles, Citi, Vertex, Accenture, EY, Target, and Chobani. Now, I hope everyone has enjoyed this evening as much as I have. Now, please join me in welcoming Rohan Thapar, Board Director of AABDC, who will introduce the Young Professional Leadership Program by AABDC. Rohan.
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to all our awardees and their families. It's your night, and tonight is about celebrating dreams. Dreams that are bold, fearless, and ever-evolving. I stand before you as someone who had a simple dream to create a shared vision for young professionals like myself. The YPLP, the Young Professional Leadership Program, grew out of that vision. And in 2024, we mark our second successful year with 6 talented, motivated, and driven women graduating from our program. But what was the mission? The mission was very clear. We wanted to ignite leadership revolution through corporate America. Our goal is not just to grow professionally, but to grow this country by empowering these emerging leaders with mentorship, guidance, and support they need to create change that matters, and we'd love your support. But dreams don't come to life without support. This is where all of you come in. All of the awardees tonight, I think we need your support. We need your support to boost and empower these young professionals. This is where you come in. I invite each one of you to become a part of this vision. This vision is for YPLP, the Young Professional Leadership Program. Together, we can help shape the next generation of leaders who will make a difference where it truly matters. Thank you to everyone who has supported till now. Your support, motivation, and best practices have really helped us deliver what we have delivered till now. This is the second year of YPLP, and it's been a tremendous success till now. And I thank all the people who have supported it till now, and we really request for your support in the years to come. Congratulations to everybody who are winning the Outstanding 50 Awards tonight, and have a great night.
Thank you, Rohan. How about a round of applause for Rohan? Come on. Feel free to reach out to the AABDC team to learn more about the Young Leadership Program if you're interested. By the way, Rohan, my wife and I are interested for our kids. For real. Both of them in college now. And right now, as we come to the end of the program, I'd like to invite Joyce Chang to offer some closing thoughts. Now, Joyce is a 2010 Outstanding 50 Award recipient and the Managing Director of J.P. Morgan Chase & Company. Joyce. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you to our amazing MCs. Congenial, a great sense of humor, and committed here every year. But most of all, I have to really start, and everybody join me in a round of applause for John Wang. Because I've been involved with AABDC for about 25 years, was an honoree back in 2010, have been on the dinner selection committee. But what I love is what John has done with this, which has gone way beyond recognition to include career development, the young professionals you heard about, an Asian women's series, an employee resource group, and all of you who are being honored tonight. You're now in a network with 1,100 other people who you will see at many other events and are there to support each other. The number of things that I end up speaking at with other institutions I've met here has just been tremendous. But I have to share some of the statistics over 30 years. So 1,100 honorees, 5,000 Asian small businesses that have received direct support from AABDC, 80 corporate partners and sponsors as well. So I am also just very pleased at this point of geopolitical tension that we also have the U.S.-China Economic and Trade Cooperation Forum. But to have people here from the White House, from the Chinese consulate, all together, working together, it's a milestone 30 years, it's about unity, and it's about building institutions and networks and making the tent even bigger and bigger. And what a fun celebratory night it was. Amazing entertainment, amazing MDs, but a huge thank you and gratitude for John for 30 years kind of keeping this going every year and making it bigger and bigger every year. So I hope you will all stay involved. There is now a board of directors, there is an endowment, and it's all about institutionalizing and making the tent bigger. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Joyce, for the great remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the 23rd anniversary of the outstanding 50 Asian Americans in Business Awards. Please feel free to come up to the stage for photographs and pictures.
Congratulations again to everyone. Have a good night. See you again in 2025, and don't forget to vote.